The rain fell the same way it always had, but this time, someone was watching it carefully, writing it down, and unknowingly changing how humanity understood the sky forever. Picture Europe in the 1600s. Stone streets slick with rain, chimneys coughing smoke into low gray clouds, bells marking time in a world where nature still felt unpredictable, moody, almost alive. Storms were seen as warnings, droughts as punishment. The weather was something you endured, not something you measured. But quietly, that belief was beginning to crack. Inside dim rooms lit by candles, curious minds began asking a dangerous question. What if the sky followed rules? Not divine moods, not omens, patterns. They didn't wear uniforms. They weren't famous yet. They were monks, physicians, merchants, scholars, people who woke before dawn to feel the air on their skin. They noted the bite of cold, the weight of humidity, the direction of the wind as it rattled shutters and bent trees. Every morning, the same ritual. Temperature, wind, rain, clouds, written in careful ink day after day, year after year. At first, the pages looked meaningless. Rows of numbers, repeated words, overcast, clear, heavy rain. But patience has a strange power. Over time, patterns began to whisper. Winters grew harsher in certain decades. Summers lingered longer. Storms returned at familiar intervals. The sky, it seemed, had a memory. Then came the instruments. Glass tubes filled with liquid that rose and fell. Bowls catching rainfall. Simple devices, fragile and imperfect, but revolutionary. For the first time, weather wasn't just felt. It was recorded. Here's the quiet twist. These early observers weren't trying to predict hurricanes or save future cities. They were chasing order, certainty, proof that the world could be understood through observation rather than fear. And that shift, small, methodical, almost boring, was explosive. Because once weather could be measured, it could be compared. Once it could be compared, it could be predicted. And once it could be predicted, humanity gained a new kind of power, not over nature, but alongside it. Farmers planned, sailors calculated risk, scientists began to dream of forecasting tomorrow. The sky stopped being a mystery that shouted and became a system that whispered, if you listened long enough. Those handwritten notebooks, smudged with rain and time, became the ancestors of modern climate science. Satellites, forecast models, storm warnings that save millions today. All of it began with someone standing in the cold, watching clouds drift past, and deciding they were worth remembering. If this story made you see the sky a little differently, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what's the most unforgettable weather you've ever experienced?